Are you thinking about buying your next home in Eugene, Oregon, and you're trying to pick the perfect time? Or maybe you just track real estate prices here for fun. Either way, I've got you covered. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryn here at Hearthstone Real Estate in Eugene, Oregon. On this channel, I talk all about the Eugene area and give you some real estate tips along the way. Today, we're taking a look at the market data in Eugene, Oregon for November 2023. Now, there are a ton of agents and lenders out there who provide market updates, and it's important that you know what data they're tracking and for what time frame they're showing. I'm kind of a data nerd, and I like to be transparent with what I'm discussing in my updates because let's face it, data can be quite different over various time spans. For example, weekly data tells a very different story than if you look at annual information. It's important to make sure that the reports that you're viewing outline the parameters that you care about. Now, I tend to track what matters most to the clients who I generally work with. I primarily work in Eugene, and so I track single-family homes in the city of Eugene. These numbers do not include the outlying areas, including Springfield, nor does it include condos or multi-unit properties. If you have questions about the surrounding areas or specific parts of town, give me a shout and I can pull a report specifically for you. Let's dig into the data. When I track the real estate market, I like to look at 4 data points. I take note of the median sold price, median days on market, which is the time it takes for a seller to accept an offer on their home, sales price to list price percentage, which is the price that the home ultimately sold for compared to what it was listed for on the market, and finally, the number of homes sold in that particular length of time to gauge sales volume. Here's where we're at for November of 2023. The median sold price in Eugene was $450,000. The median days on market for those homes sold was 18 days. The ending sold price to list price percentage was just under 98%, which means homes were selling more than 2% under the list price, which means buyers were getting some bargains out there. And there were 114 homes sold in Eugene. Let's take a look at how that compares to October of 2023, just a month ago. In October of 2023, the median home sales price was $499,000. So compared to the November median sold price of $450,000, it dropped by almost 10%, which is a pretty significant decrease. Part of that decrease is due to fewer buyers in the market right now, due to current interest rates being higher, and part of that is the seasonal lull that happens each year during the holidays. The median days on market for the homes that sold in November from this time last month stayed relatively consistent. The median days on market before an offer was typically accepted was right at 18 days, whereas it was 21 days at this time last month. Keep in mind, these are the median days on market, so it's going to be different depending on the specific situation. And finally, the number of homes sold in October was 121. That number decreased by about 15% in November. Again, keep in mind this is pretty common for this time of year. Real estate is cyclical and the season plays a part in the final numbers. It's slower this time of year and then generally picks up slightly in mid-January and revs back up as we move into spring. Now, let's look through the lens of year over year. For November in 2022, the median sold price was just over $465,000. That means prices have decreased from this time last year by just over 3%. Now, that's a small drop that offsets the year-over-year increase that occurred last month. It will be really interesting to see how the annual data looks once this year comes to a close. At this point, when you look at the year-to-date numbers, home prices are still up slightly from 2022. What does this information mean to you if you're in the market to buy a home? Real estate is still a good investment that continues to increase in value year over year. Yes, mortgage interest rates are higher right now than they were a couple of years ago. But if the monthly payment is still doable for you and your family, it may be the perfect time to move forward. When rates drop, more buyers will hit the market. More buyers means more competition. More competition drives home prices up. The folks who are in the market now are getting better deals and don't have to offer over the asking price to get their offers accepted. We're also seeing a lot more offers that are contingent on buyers selling their homes first, getting accepted, as well as sellers paying for closing costs and even rate buy downs. The bottom line, there are more creative options available for buyers. It's definitely worth talking to a trusted realtor or lender to see what you can do. If you have any questions or want to discuss your specific situation, I'd love to connect. You can call, text, or leave a comment down below. I work hard to stay connected. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me for my next video. Thanks so much for watching.